Hey everybody, this is Matt. Thanks for watching another episode of Ask Matt, your guitar building questions. Today I've got two questions that I've been getting a lot lately, and I thought I would go ahead and answer them in a quick video. Don't worry, we will be getting back to our best possible neck build next week. We kind of got busy with a workshop last week, so I ran out of time. But this would be a great time to answer some questions for you, so let's jump right in. The first question that I get from guitar players and guitar builders all the time is, I'm paraphrasing here, but what's the big idea with quarter sawn wood for necks? And it's a great question. So quarter sawing, generally speaking, yields grain that is vertically oriented. I'm going to roll some pictures in so you can get an idea. Vertically oriented or perpendicular to the fretboard of your guitar neck. Now, the reason that they call it quarter sawn is because the log is sawn into quarters. Again, pictures to follow here. And it doesn't really matter to guitar builders or guitar players whether the wood is actually quarter sawn or whether or not the grain is just vertically oriented to, that's my dog, vertically oriented to the fretboard. And that actually works out quite well for you because quarter sawn lumber is actually quite expensive because, as you can imagine, it's difficult to do. The yield is not as much as, say, like riff sawing or I'm sorry, flat sawing or live sawing or things like that. But you get the grain oriented the way you want it. Now, the thing to remember is that lumber is not quarter sawn for guitar builders and musical instrument builders. It's quarter sawn for furniture makers, and the guys who really like quarter sawn lumber are people who make tables and chairs, which we won't get into because we've talked about that before. But the fact of the matter is that whether or not your lumber is quarter sawn or simply vertically oriented, that's the good stuff that everybody wants for necks. Kind of. Now, when I say kind of, what do I mean? Well, if you imagine this is a piece of grain, if it's going this way, you can see it's actually quite easy to flex and bend. And if it's going this way and your fretboard was here, it's quite a bit tougher to flex and bend. Now, that's cool, but this isn't a piece of grain. There's a lot of other cell structures in a piece of lumber that go into to the board that you use to build your neck or your body or whatever. So strength and rigidity are two reasons that people often say that they would like quarter sawn wood for. Cool. I mean, it does work, but it's not as easy as the example that I just gave you here. I think the real reason that people want quarter sawn or vertically oriented grain perpendicular to the fretboard is because it looks good. There's no run out. The grain's all going forward. It doesn't go off to the side. That's really the real reason to go with grain that is perpendicular to the fretboard. There she is again. So no big deal if you like quarter sawn or vertically oriented lumber for the strength reasons. Awesome. If you like it for aesthetic reasons, happy meal for you. I like it too. If most of the fact of the matter is though that most Fender style necks these days are built with flat sawn lumber, so no big deal. And if you feel like you need to strengthen that, there's all sorts of stuff that you can do in addition to modern truss rod to stiffen the neck, carbon fiber, graphite reinforcement, steel reinforcement, that kind of thing. So no big deal. If you can get quarter sawn lumber, cool. Now, one thing that you need to know, and it bugs the crap out of me is all vertically oriented wood is not necessarily quarter sawn, okay? The only true way to tell if your lumber has been quarter sawn is if the log was cut into 4 pieces, quarters. Then it's quarter sawn. It is just as likely that you find a piece of regular lumber at the lumber yard, or you get something that's cut wide enough, like say 12 quarter, and you can orient it such that the grain is going the way you want it to go. But just because the grain is oriented one way or the other doesn't necessarily mean it's quarter sawn. In order for it to truly be quarter sawn, the log has to be cut into quarters. Cool? Okay. The other question that we've been getting a lot lately is about our pre-sale events. So we just finished up the JJJ Challenger Deluxe. That pre-sale has ended, so if you didn't get in on the $100 down on that guitar, you missed out because the price is going to go up now. Just like on our Challenger X model that we've been working on with Dylan from Dylan Talks Tone, that pre-sale event is going on until the end of October. So if you want to get your hands on one of these guys, you can do so and save a little bit of money. And it only costs $100 down. Now, that does not mean that this is like a finance deal, but it does mean, as it says on the website, you can pay it all off in one big chunk. You can pay it off in little installments. You can pay it off in a couple of big installments. However works for you. What you need to know though is, until we receive full payment, we're not going to send you the guitar. But you can get in on the deal, which is the introductory price for the $100 down, and you can take as long as you want to pay it off. I am working on some credit things that we can just do through the website, so you guys can click on that and take however many, go through another third-party lender to do that. So, but right now the pre-sale events are a way for us to kind of gauge the market and get you guys a little bit better deal than you will get after the pre-sale event is over. Of course, we still have to make the guitars. So what happens is you buy you do the $100 down, and then we'll send you an invoice for the rest. And you can, like I said, you can pay it all off at once. You can pay it off as you go. It doesn't matter to us. We are working on the third-party lender, but it's not in place at the time of me filming this video. So I hope that alleviates some of the concerns about the pre-sale events and how that all works. If you have any questions, of course, please leave them in the comments below, or feel free to email me directly through the website, email us thing. So, hope that answers all the questions. If you guys have any questions about quarter sawn wood or pre-sale event stuff, like I said, leave them in the comment section below. If you'd like to get some of your questions answered, please leave them in the comment section, email them to me, etc., and I will try to answer them as best I can. Of course, we always do this stuff on Thursdays during our Primetime Guitar Live Q&A deal that we do. But I like this format too. So if you guys like this format, give me the thumbs up. If you haven't hit the subscribe button, please hit the subscribe button. And if you appreciate content like we do here, you will be sure to get it. If you want to help us pay for some of the content, you can go over to our Patreon page and consider becoming a member, or you can just click on the join button on YouTube and sign up that way. And even $1 a month goes a long way to helping us bring you guys stuff like this. If you can't do either one of those two things though, no sweat. Like the video, share the video, and help us grow the channel that way. So until next time, this is Matt at Texas Toast reminding you that if you're so smart, start your own YouTube channel. That's what I did. Thanks for watching, you guys. We'll see you next time.